Good evening, everybody. How's everybody doing on this fine Thursday evening? You join us on a Thursday evening here in Donegal, where the sun is shining and we have blue skies, and it is particularly warm. So how is everyone doing? Yes, I still have a tickly cough, so I'm afraid you have to put up with that. First thing I want to say is I see Clive in the chat, Clive Coburn. He's not doing so well at the moment. He's in hospital in Antrim, so get well soon, Clive. I hope you're well on the mend and get out of hospital soon. And while I'm going through some of the chat, what I will do is I will actually put up your photos that you sent me that I was supposed to show last week, but I didn't because I didn't get around to it because the chat kept me busy last week. So let's start off with that, and then I'll see who's in the chat. So let's see if we can get that. See if we can start the slideshow going, see how well it works this week. I know Windows doesn't always read the files. All right, it's going to go through some pictures now of Clive's layout. I'll let that scroll through for a while. Some of the pictures aren't going to show, unfortunately, because whatever Windows does, it doesn't like them. So let's go scroll back up to this, as far as I can go back in the chat. So Wolfsec Scenics PW, how you doing, sir? Martin O'Keefe's in the house. Flymo Chairman 1, how you doing, Flymo? Chris Valleys 56, good evening. Who else we got? Tom Houston Model Rail. Hi all from a soggy County Antrim. No, it's definitely not soggy here today. Excuse me. Brian Madden's in. Hi Brian, how you doing? You haven't missed anything yet. Peter Jackson, Cheetah Heath. Hi Peter, how you doing? Arnville's in. Hi, how you doing? Oh, Simon's in. Here comes the puns. Ivo Van's on. Good evening, Ivo. Who else we got? Oh, Graham Lemington Station's in. Hi, Graham. How you doing? Mick92. Hi, Mick. Oh, there we are. So, what's everyone been at? Excuse me. As you can see here, what is on the bottom camera, this one here, this is the layout I'm building for Modeller's Corner. I've started installing the shuttle, hence we have the train just going backwards and forwards. I've put the buffers on and put lights in them, so tomorrow's video that's out, channel members have already seen this, is painting the buffers. Next week's we'll be adding lights. Excuse me, and then the following one is a update on what work I've done so far. And I've even got another week's video, so I've got about 4 weeks videos done so far. So I'm ahead of the curve. Which reminds me, Modeller's Corner, I was in there on Monday, and this is going to be for any European subscribers or followers. Because Modeller's Corner is in Northern Ireland is part of the EU Customs Union. So if there's anything you need from a UK store, you can order it from them and they can post it out to anywhere in the EU because they're in the EU Customs. So if there's something you want that you can't get in your local model store or whatever, contact them. Just Google Modeller's Corner Enniskillen. I think it's modellercorner.co.uk is their website. Email Warren there with anything that you want. And if he hasn't got it, he'll see if he can get it. And he'll let you know how much it is and post it out to you. So any European modelers out there who's looking for anything from the UK side, that's where you can go. And it can be posted out to you customs free because Northern Ireland's in the customs union. So I hope that all made sense. Anyone else pop in? Yeah, that's the one for Enniskillen, Simon. What else is I gonna? Excuse me. I mean, fine all day, but as soon as I start talking, the throat dries up. I start coughing. So I've got a glass of water here tonight because I've had far too many cans of Dr. Pepper today, and I need to cut down. Questions video. Mav asked me a question about DCC, and I actually got that filmed this evening, but it won't be going out for about 4 weeks. So there's a question about DCC. How do I get on with it? What do I think of it? Right, I'm going to stop the slideshow now because it seems to be a lot of them aren't working. So we'll stop sharing that. Close that down. And bring the screen back up again. So hi to anybody who's there lurking in the background. I hope you're all keeping well. Do come into the chat and say hello. You got any questions? Pop them into the chat. Oh, I see my chat has frozen. I thought nobody was talking, but obviously they were, but my chat was frozen. Who have we got there? Yeah, slideshow's malfunction. Yeah, I've stopped it there now, Ivo. If I had more time, I would import it into PowerPoint or something like that and have a proper slideshow, because then you wouldn't get all those errors. It's just Windows being Windows. Oh, Anthony's in the house. How you doing, Anthony? Oh, Mark. Arnold here. Finally made it in the middle of the great potty training war. Oh, I remember those days. Be careful where you step. So I was seeing a map from Ireland with an extensive rail network back in the day. I noticed places on the map like Enniskillen. Heard there was a place called Nobber in Ireland as well. Yeah, there is. If you Google the 1906 Irish rail map, that's quite an extensive map. I've got, I think it's a Phillips map from 1923, which I think shows the railways at about the fullest extent in Ireland. It was after that then that some of them started closing down. Barry Walker, good evening, Barry. How are you doing, sir? How are you getting on with your layout build? You'll have to send me some more photos so I can show everybody. And if I make it over to Bristol this year, I'll give you a shout. Might be heading over to Bristol soon because the brother-in-law just had a baby. So I want to go over, well, the missus wants to go over and see her new nephew. Yeah, it has actually been quite warm here in Donegal. Must be in the low 20s, which is very warm for Donegal. And like the sun is shining, we have blue skies. I don't know if anybody's seen the community post I put up. I was being filmed today in the museum for a TV program on RTE called Nationwide. It's on at 7 o'clock every evening. So that's going out the end of August, I think it is, September, they said. So whenever it comes up, I'll put a link up because you should be able to watch that wherever you are in the world on the RTE player. H&H Express Modern, hi, how are you doing? Hi, hope you're keeping well. Oh, Classic Jet Panels, good evening. Blink before you drive it, Nobber. You miss it. Yeah, so that's what I was doing this morning. So I had the day off today, which enabled me to come home and do knock out a few YouTube videos. So they're in the bank now. So tonight, going around the layout, I've put my class 48 on just to give it an exercise. The Ginty still running around there. And of course, I have the other Ginty running backwards and forwards on this layout. So I just put the shuttle in there today. I have to fit the light signals. Might get that done over the weekend. So I'm trying to get a few videos in the bank now because obviously I'm going to be off for a while with the brother's wedding and that sort of thing. So the train freaks in. Jason, how you doing? Hope you're keeping well, sir. Did you take much notice of the camera? No, I didn't actually. They were using DJI mics they were using, and it was just a massive big camera. It wasn't even a small little digital thing. It was a proper big camera. I didn't actually look at the make or anything. To be honest, I know I do YouTube and stuff like that, but actually it was quite nerve-wracking doing an interview and being questioned by, a proper RTE presenter. Just down the way from a lovely village called Muff. Yes, and apparently they do have a diving club. So on the picture, that's the sort of rig I'm building at the minute. Wow, Graham, I remember the photos you sent me of your Donegal Railway studio. I was so typing the diving joke. Oh, Craig, New Durham Junction's in. How are you doing, Craig? Hope you're keeping well. Oh, Trevor's in as well. Hi, Trevor. And Muff Liqueur. Be careful how you say it. Yeah, didn't they have what's his name? The guy out in the Gladiator movie. Oh, the Australian guy, whatever his name. He was there along with somebody from Boyzone, was it? To do the official opening of that during the week. All right, not doing much as it's too hot up there. Looking at powering some of what will be difficult to reach points at the moment. Right, okay. Yeah, forget about that. The lofts, whenever the sun shines, they do get rather warm. I will finally manage to slap a video together of a very rainy heritage trip. Very good. New Model Railway, good evening. You're sounding much better this week. I am a lot better, though I do have a tickly cough, which, of course, as I talk, my throat dries and I start coughing. So I've got a pint glass of water here to keep me going. Of course, we have to wish Rachel a happy birthday. That's Jason's other half. He's not on tonight because he's wining and dining her. So happy birthday to Rachel. I'm sure a lot of you would have met her at Crew and that. She's a lovely woman. I met her before. Oh, Andy, how you doing? Sorry, I've not been about on holiday, no Wi-Fi. Oh, anywhere nice? Anywhere exciting, Andy? Yeah, Craig. Jason's not live tonight because he's wining and dining the lovely Rachel for her birthday. And I've no time to create videos since the new family member arrived. I forgot to take that box to get rid of that heart today because it's annoying me now. Don't forget to hit the like button for me, guys, and share the stream. And if you've got any questions, just pop them into the chat. Leicester Station TMD, good evening. How you doing, sir? I had time to create a video, but the stuff I was going to make a video about got held up in customs. Oh, that's annoying. Yeah, it's always a dread here when you receive that letter from the customs from An Post here saying, we've got your stuff in customs. Pay this ridiculous amount and we'll send it to you. What's even better is when you get that letter or that postcard through, and then the next day your parcel arrives, and you're like, oh, I didn't actually pay anything. We'll just ignore that. Just in Norfolk Broads for a few weeks. Oh, very nice. And Jason the Train Freak is going to do a layout update video. Well, it's the summertime. It's Model Railways isn't really a summer holiday, is it? It's time to be out having fun with the family while the days are long and the sun is out. Yes, I will be at the Worley show in October. I will be manning the Inver layout. The Worley Club have asked me over again, so I'm going to be there. I'm flying in on the Friday to give them a hand setting up there the Saturday and Sunday, and flying out the Monday morning. Scenery work doesn't move as fast as installing bench work or laying track. I find the scenery work goes quite well. Maybe it's because I enjoy doing it. Laying the track, I find, is the longest thing to do. The bench work is quite quick, but then laying the track and doing the wiring of the track, I find, is the longest. Because I don't enjoy doing it, so it takes longer to do because you're sort of, oh, I've got to do that today. The customs are simply, this box is mysterious and we don't know what's in it. We need to know. Oh, Jerry's in the house. Hi, Jerry. How you doing? How's the layout going? The layout, I haven't done a lot on it recently because I've had family events on at weekends and I've been poorly for a couple of weeks. So there hasn't actually much been done on this layout. I'm hoping to get some stuff done in the next couple of weeks. I've started building and laying track on the what's going to be the scenic level. I haven't got a complete loop on that done yet. Hopefully in the next couple of weeks, I'll get a complete loop done and then I can do the other loops. I have got the, oh, if I knock everything over. You see that? I got the 009 track. So this is N gauge track, but for narrow gauge. So I've got that to go around. And I've got the itty bitty points. So there's going to be a lot of swearing involved with those tiny little fish plates, putting them on. Finally got word from the other people in Foxtrot. The edge-step plates for the granddaughter are on the way. Oh, excellent, Brian. Oh, you'll be there on the Saturday morning, will you, Anthony? Great. It'll be great to actually finally meet you in person. Now, no going getting COVID before you travel, okay? So, you know, mask up 2 weeks beforehand. Don't see anybody. Lock yourself away, yourself and Joyce. Oh, you're going to be there on the Sunday. All right, I'll catch you then, Andy, on the Sunday. I'll say I will be there. You'll find me on the Inver layout. That's where I'll be operating. I'll be wearing my usual red, so I should be easily spotted. There used to be Royal Mail charging you 11 quid to pay a £2 customs charge. Yeah, they have the same sort of thing here with An Post. They charge you a €6 admin fee for what might be only €1 worth of customs. So it's a real pain. Hey, so that jet setting life, you make us all envious. Jet setting, yeah, it's EasyJet, Belfast to Birmingham. pick up a hire car, drive to Tamworth, checking into a luxurious travel lodge, and then working in on the show. Well, I'm looking forward to it because I really like going to shows, meeting like-minded people, meeting all you guys if you're there. It's great to catch up with everybody and have a chat and just. Unfortunately, I didn't get chat to as many people as I wanted to when I was at the NEC, when I was working on the Making Tracks layout, because I was just so stressed working that layout that I couldn't talk to people. People were coming up saying hi, and I was like, oh, hi, I'm really busy, sorry. I'm having to wait for plaster to cure or paint and glue to dry, trying to get those loose ends tied up before doing a water resin pour. Ah, yes. What water are you going to be using for your... What resin are you just using resin, or are you using any particular make? Oops, must go. Son came around and asked a silly question. Fancy pie. Catch you all again. All right, Mick. Go off, enjoy your pint with your son. Oh, you'll be out there on the Sunday as well, Simon? Great. I'll have more time to chat to people, I think. No weddings this year with in-laws bringing COVID. Now what germs Joyce students bring, I can't control. Get the flu shots and hope. I'm sure you'll be fine. But like that, keep a bucket of disinfectant handy and disinfect mat at the door. You mean Donegal daughter will be running the layout while you talk? I don't think she'll actually be coming with me. So I think it'll just be me by myself. Because it was actually her birthday yesterday. She turned 16. So happy birthday, Rachel, from yesterday. She's actually away over in Bristol. So it's the first time I think one of my children been away for their birthdays. So she was over there and she had a birthday with her nanny, and her other sisters over there with her. Don't blame me for hiring a car. It'd be better riding across. But it's just, it'd be handier having a car because I need to get from the Staffold Museum to the Travel Lodge, and then I need to go and get food and stuff like that. So it'll just be handy having the car. Got a scary email from Revenue Today. Notice of liability. Turns out it was just a receipt. Took 10 years of my life, though. Yeah, it's always nerve-wracking when those brown envelopes arrive at your house here in Ireland, especially when they've got the harp on them. You're like, oh, how much is this going to cost? Well, deep pour epoxy resin of Amazon and Woodland Scenic water tint. Color is olive drab. Oh, okay. I used the Woodland Scenic water, which is easy to use. You just pour it out of the bottle. There's no mixing or nothing like that. The only problem with it is you can't pour it very deep, and also it never actually sets. It goes relatively hard, but over time it will keep oozing and moving. And say if you put something down on it, it will leave a mark. Joshua Dotfix Gaming, good evening. How are you doing, sir? Sorry I'm late. I was lifting a wardrobe at my nana's house. Oh, good on you helping your nana out. Valley Green, good evening. How you doing? Since last October, Joyce has had COVID, 3 flus, 2 sinus infections, pneumonia, and a partridge in a pear tree. That's a lot to have. Is that purely just from teaching and kids coming in with all sorts of things? Because like I always find it here in September when the kids go back to school after the summer off, you get everybody comes home with a head cold or the flu, and then you get the letters coming home going, there's nits in the school, and you're like, oh, and then as soon as you read that letter, you start scratching your head. If I want to scratch my head now just thinking about it. What's on the telly tonight? Good question. Again, it's the playlist. I think it's one of Don Coffrey's. It's Don Coffrey, isn't it? Video. I'll tell you now what it is. Piccadilly to Hull is the one that's currently playing. If it's DCC, someone to program some automation and let it drive itself, yeah. Rite of passage, birthday away from the family. Yeah, she had a good time. She went out, had some fun with her nan and her sister, and got takeaway. I think they had takeaways all day. She had a McDonald's breakfast and some other takeaway for lunch and another takeaway for tea. So she was happy out. Some of the best. Still missing my nana. That's a shame, Joshua. Oh, it's your anniversary today, and you chose to watch me. That I've seen on your Facebook page, you had a layout up for sale, an Engage layout. What's the story with that, Valerie? The epoxy resin I bought is actually designed for river tabletops. It's good for 2 to 4 inches thick. My sawmill pond is going to be 2 to 3 inches deep. That's fairly deep for like a model. Oh, hot dog pilot Andy's in the house. Good evening, Andy. How are you doing, sir? Some of the epoxy water I used went milky when the frost got out. Oh, really? Okay, Clive, you take care of yourself. Get well soon. Hopefully you'll be out as soon as possible. Hot dog on the mend, thanks, Mark. Were you poorly, Andy? Did I miss something there? Flymo, I've had a McDonald's breakfast. It was at the McDonald's WPGA at Glen Eagles. We were on the car parts. Extra cheese and the best tasting burgers. Yeah. Ian O'Brien, how you doing, Ian? Good evening. Hope you're keeping well. Notice the Engage light Spirit of Swindon is up for sale on Facebook Marketplace. See that? Oh, right, okay. Oh, stinking cold. All right, Andy. Yeah, I had a bad dose a week or two. I'm still not over it fully. Still got a bit of a sore throat and a tickly cough. But I did say last week if it wasn't gone by Monday, I was going to go to the doctor. It had mostly gone by Monday. It was well. I stopped all the spluttering and the snot and everything like that. Now it's just a tickly cough. When I'm talking like this, throat dries up and I start coughing. You're going to message me later about it. What do I want to know about it? Well, I want to know how much they're looking for it. Sometimes I crave a McDonald's, and then when I get it and eat it, I'm always slightly disappointed. Yeah, that's very true. You go, I much prefer Burger King over McDonald's, but there's no Burger Kings near me here. There's no McDonald's near me, to be honest, but McDonald's is closer to me than Burger King. To drive 2 hours to get to a Burger King, there's a McDonald's 40 minutes to an hour away from me. Train McDonald's. Must admit, one of the first times I went to the States, I found the food there so strange and everything tasted so sweet. I ended up eating a lot of McDonald's because that tasted the same as it was here. And Chinese food as well, strangely enough, that tastes the same as here. I just found, so I was looking forward to trying a lot of American food and stuff, and it's like even a normal loaf of bread that you get, it just tasted really, really sweet. Yeah, they're not what they used to be. To hide the smaller burgers, they make the buns even smaller. Yeah. There is KFC nearby, but to be honest, the KFCs around me aren't great. It's always slightly disappointing when you get the chicken. It's like, meh. To be honest, I don't get that many takeaways quite often. We cook a lot of our own food and stuff, you know, as you would think. So, you know, I've got a cooking channel as well. But yeah, we don't get takeaways that often. You know, it's off an occasion when you might get back really late and you think, oh, we'll just get a takeaway and get to bed. Something about that clown always attracts kids. So when your kids want it, you just can't say no every time. And every time I ate it, I got sick. Yeah. Excuse me. Still annoyed that McDonald's in Ireland charge 30 cents for barbecue sauce. Yeah. That thing as well is very inconsistent, Simon. You go into some of them and they don't charge, and other ones they do charge. I just don't. And then other ones you go and they've got the dispensers on the side and you can take as much as you want. I don't get it. Joshua, oh, you're heading to Glasgow next week. Oh, very good. Won't eat KFC either. Find KFC sickly tasting. You know what I used to like is when there was a chicken place called Miss Millie's in Bristol when I lived there, and they did really nice chicken, really nice chicken gravy, and it used to be a treat to get that. But of course, that's when I was living there years ago. Went back there last year, thought, oh, go to Miss Millie's. It'd been rebranded and it just wasn't the same. Or maybe it's just one of those things, you remember it differently. It's fine, you expect the sweetness, but if you don't, it ruins the Marmite. Yeah. So many better options than McDonald's and KFC. Yeah, true, there is. Kilkenny fried chicken doesn't have the same ring to it. KFC chicken hurts your eyes looking at it. Fancy a KFC now. Lucky when I go to the Chatham Auto Show this weekend, there's a KFC short walking distance from my hotel. Oh, the Ginty has stopped. And of course, the Ginty has stopped at the most awkward and hardest place to reach. This is where I need my stick. I used to have that in the layout I had when I lived in the other house. I had a stick with a hook on it, so whenever it got stuck in one of the tunnels or whatever, I could go and fish it out. Try and lean over here now. Oh, there's a little bit of vegetation on the track. It's probably got stuck in that. I just give it a little bit more speed so it gets over that. Three go-to chicken places are Chick-fil-A, Slim Chickens, and Zaxby's. Yeah. Kilkenny Fried Chicken is as awkward as the Fresh Prince of Kildare. That corner must be jinxed, yeah. A rhythm stick. I think many KFCs are franchises of quality can be. Yeah, well, they all are. Like all the KFCs and McDonald's and everything are all franchises. Blackpool Junction, good evening. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're keeping well. Simon, I've missed your puns. Have you really, Andy? Have you really? Tim Muslin, good evening, Tim. How are you keeping, sir? There's the main McDonald's and then there's the franchise McDonald's, which is what will be having some charge for the sauce and some not. Ah. When in Glasgow, try the Munchie Box. I miss my own puns. I'm getting a little frustrated as the second-hand market is not being kind. Yeah, see what I for one welcome our new overlords, Wendy's, to Ireland. Oh yeah, I forgot Wendy's are coming to Ireland. The second-hand market, what really annoys me is, was it Well Chuffed Railways? Rick and Pauline. Their videos there where they're going around all these train fairs and toy shows and things like that, toy fairs, and they're picking up all these bargains. And I'm just looking at them going, oh, we got nothing like that around here. I have jokes but 6 out of the 6th sense of humor to appreciate them. I think you'd be all right here, Jason. A little frustrated with the second-hand market of model railways, but enjoying the nice sunny evening. How are you? Well, I'm good, thanks, Tim. Just getting over a bit of a cold stroke flu type thing, but I'm fine. I'm enjoying a lovely sunny evening here in Donegal. The sun is shining, which is an unusual occurrence. Looking out the window there, I got blue skies, the sun shining, and it's been pleasantly warm today. Rick was in hospital recently too. Yeah, I seen that. He was getting something done on his leg because there was a little video went up. Was it yesterday? He was in hospital and they had an arrow drawn on his leg. So I don't know what he was getting done. Oh, he's having a knee op. Is that what it is? Oh, hi, Timber Surf. How you doing? I don't think I said hello to you. He was sneaking in there. Well, on the off chance that Rick is watching this, get well soon, mate. And we get on the mend. If it's not Rick and Pauline, it'll be Brian. Brian, Finnerton Junction. He's a nightmare. Any show I've been at where he's come over with a big bag of stuff. Oh, look what I got. And you're like, where did you get that? Oh, just over there. And he just seems to sniff out all the bargains. And Clive, Newen Junction, he seems to be another one that sniffs out all the bargains as well. Any of the UK guys being tempted by the raw thing jumped on, I was reading that. BR01 reviews. Well, anybody? I was tipping down with you, is it, Tom? Well, the sun's shining here. Maybe this weather's on its way to you. Okay, then a burger joke. Why did Burger King get Dairy Queen pregnant? He forgot to wrap his Whopper. I thought you mentioned the second-hand market for food. Yeah, it was the same there, Peter. I seen the video and seen he was in hospital and presumed he was having something done on his leg because now thinking about it, it was an arrow pointing up to his knee. So, yeah, so he's getting a knee up. So hopefully he'll do a fast recovery and get back out there. Maybe I should contact him and say, when you're looking around and you find these, tell me, I'll send you the money, buy them, and you can post them over to me. I've been watching an air show all afternoon, so I'm behind with testing a second-hand and air prototype Delta today. Got the Hoover out to clean up a bit for some pics if I can. Yeah. Oh, were you watching? Because Fairford's on. Royal Air Force is on this. The Royal Air Force tattoo, something they call it. It's on this weekend. I used to go to that. I haven't been at it in about 10 years. Yeah, that's a good show. Of course, there's a couple of people do lives from the side, show everything that's flying in. But it's usually a very good show for 2 days. I used to usually try and go for both days. Yeah, rat this weekend. Jokes say, I used to run a dating site for chickens, but I was struggling to make hens meet. I offered to accompany Pauline, but he said he didn't want 20 mainline tankers. Why does Tarzan wear plastic pants? To keep his nuts drunk or fresh. Oh dear, we're turned into comedy hour now. Oh, I just seen there. Graham sent me a couple of pictures on WhatsApp. Oh wow, that's some amount of equipment there, Graham. And a new updated plan. See what I started. It's all good to have a bit of fun. Ted Consby, yeah, that's who I was watching. Is that the one where you go, oi, oi? The one with the bear? Yeah, he's very good. He not only does military stuff, but he does stuff at airports and things like that as well. I've come across his lives a few times. I wonder if I can go into the dashboard. Anybody else have trouble with YouTube today getting logged on and stuff? I kept getting a DNS error saying it wasn't available. And I was like, oh, something's gone wrong with YouTube. Customization. Take off the live reactions. Save. Oh yeah, it has disappeared. So that heart should be gone for people now. I forgot to tick it when I set up the stream earlier on. I like the reflection of the train in the window. Oh yeah, just noticing that now. Oh, Anthony's away. Okay, Anthony, take care, mate. I'll try and catch you in your stream tomorrow. Just Fridays is a very difficult evening for me to do anything. It's Dad's taxi night, so I'm driving all over the place. Can you explain how to control the speed of the shuttle on the shop display? Well, there's two aspects to the shuttle. Hang on, I have one out somewhere. Bear with me a second, guys. If I can find, because I do have a couple of those shuttles. This is where I knock everything over and destroy all my hard work of a couple of weekends ago, tidying everything up. There it is. All right. And we'll come over and show this on the camera. Excuse me. So this is the shuttle that's in use controlling this. Now this shuttle will also control light signals, which I have yet to put on here. So there's two aspects. The speed of it going up and down is obviously controlled by the controller itself, just turning the power up and down on the controller that's supplying the power. The timings are controlled by this little pot here, this variable resistor. You just turn that, and that varies the time. At the moment, this is on its lowest setting, so it's about a 10-second delay either end. And it works by having different sections and supplying the power out to that, and then you've got the power here for the signals. That's it. It's the same one I used on the Christmas layout. That's your man, Nicholas and Clary. Yeah, there's great, very good live streams. Oh, see, I mentioned his name, and there he is. Hi, Clive. How you doing? You must have heard me talking about him. Your ears burning, Clive? The internet has been full of gremlins today for me. Yeah, I don't know. Everything seemed really slow, and I was trying to set up the live earlier on and upload a video, and YouTube Studio just wouldn't open. I just got the DNS error page. I was like, what's going on here? Oh, there's the right address. Hi, Clive, I tried. Have to steal the wife's laptop next time. Can you go taxis? Where are you going to? Oh, well, wherever my kids want. You know, I have to take one to work and pick one up, and then someone will go somewhere else. And yeah, Flymo, are you going to the air show this weekend? Okay, I've had no issues with YouTube or Studio. However, strange enough, I did not post videos and still gain 6 subs. Yeah, the whole mystery of subs and stuff like that is just the browsers kept shutting down, Tim. Don't think it could handle it. Maybe it was Clive destroying the internet for everyone today. The NRM Deltic is a really nice model, better than I expected, with headlights and whiskers and all. Oh, it's very nice. Oh, it's a Bachmann as well. There is something about Bachmann locos and stuff. They are quite smooth and they do run really, really well. They just seem a bit more solid, Bachmann stuff. Most shuttles should have 3 variables: waiting time, starting voltage, and max speed. Well, any of the shuttles I've used, they've just had the time variable. The voltage and everything else is controlled by whatever controller you use to connect to it. I don't know of any good model shops that do secondhand items outside of the big boys and Brian's website and Dave Angel Trains. I picked up some nice secondhand stuff from Lord and Butler in Cardiff. They're a very good store, very helpful. In fact, I'm probably there maybe once a year. Whenever I'm over in Bristol, I'll take a trip over and I spend far too much money there. I can say that because my missus isn't here tonight. She's out. Oh, that was only a £5. That was really cheap, yeah. Oh, a £5 for that Bachmann Class 37. Yeah, can you believe it? It's the one Deltic I really like to have flying on my Lima Meld is an old crunky bus. Footplate trains. Oh, there's one. Yeah, it's always check out your local model shops if you can, depending where you are. Can't really recommend eBay or Marketplace because things on there just seem really overpriced. I don't know whether it's people chancing their arms or what. You just yeah, it's about an hour from Bristol, that air show. We had issues earlier when I live settings, so I also use StreamYard. Yeah, I had no problem setting up because I use StreamYard as well. I had no problem setting up the live through StreamYard, but then when I went into Studio to do some adjustments on it, couldn't get into Studio at all. Nuffy's Model Shop. Okay. Hereford Models. No, my bargains overrun on my streams. Yeah, they have a campsite there for the air show. It is a really good air show. A lot of military stuff there, and it's amazing how close you can walk around and get to the actual aircraft and everything. I used to really enjoy going there. Mr. Flymer, the next Glasgow model show, we must meet up for coffee and war stories. Yeah, I'll tell you what, Brian, if you're going over, I think maybe we should travel over together next year. Because I have a sofa I can sleep on in Glasgow, so. ABC Model Railways, online only, okay. Ron Lines and TMC do secondhand stuff. I've had some good stuff with them both. Also I actually have a secondhand loco coming to me from, I think it's from TMC. It's not actually mine. It's passing through my hands. So hopefully I'll get that next week. So you should see it running next week. So I might just do a little review on it, see what I think. And because I don't know if anybody's seen Jenny Kirk's video where she went to TMC behind the scenes and seen how they sort of classify their secondhand stuff and put it up for sale. Clark Railwork seems to be quite good. How much was the shuttle device? I can't remember because I think I was a late night browsing on eBay and I came across them and I thought, ooh, because what sold it to me, because I was looking for a shuttle anyway, I think, for the layout, and then I seen these ones with signals, light signal control as well, and I thought, ooh. Let me just go on to see how far back I can go back in my purchase history to see if I can find them. I can't even remember when I bought them. It must have been. I'm pretty sure it was eBay I bought them on. Oh, there they are. View order details. It was 38 quid for 3. So that was with a discount for buying 3. A guy does some similar boards. He does model railway shuttle with station stop. He does some sort of DCC controllers. So also block signaling. If you look at them, they do all sorts of different shuttles. They're a good one to look up. There are several folks streaming today, Mark. Some of them getting overdriven now. Could be. Donegal Railway Heritage Centre Facebook page, yeah. Give that a like, have a look. Oaks in the West Midlands. I use DCC Concept Shuttle System. Very easy to use, a must for me. Yeah, DCC do shuttles as well. But I've bought a few different shuttles off block signaling, and they all seem to work really, really well. Footplate trains are hiring for a store in Nutwich today. Oh, okay. Hermitage Road, how you doing, sir? Hope you're keeping well. To Glasgow it is, yes. US Air Force Modern Hull Air Display used to be fantastic. Yeah. Room and settee for one, Brian, sorry. I have a wedding to attend, help finance in September, Brian, so we'll have to see if I can afford to get out of bed by October. Yeah, December says there, block signaling may have some good stuff. Book my days off for Glasgow next year. I've never been to Glasgow, so I want to try and go next year. Yeah, I've seen that they have some of the Hatton staff in there, so it's good that they haven't sort of left the industry and that knowledge is kept in place. Yeah, that photo booth they had, that was something else. Have you ever played with the ABC shuttle on decoders? No, I haven't. Oh, Peter got a new phone today. Yeah, don't mention my missus changed over provider and got sent out the new SIM card, and whatever's happened, it hasn't activated properly. So at the moment, she's got no phone, and she needed to get in and do some banking, and you have to have an active phone line to use the phone to authorize your online banking, and so there's a few people who's not going to be getting paid for a few days until she gets her phone sorted out. Got a good class 58 for 25 quid at Glasgow this year. It runs fine, good runner. Maybe so why, I don't know, near 50 I'd have expected. Yeah, it's amazing when you get these bargains or these things, and you just right. The smaller train shows are usually good if there's club that's putting it on, if they have a little stall there selling stuff off. You know, you can pick up some bargains there. Not sure on Model Rail Scotland for 2025. I'm looking for Alexandra Palace as I want to do that again. Yeah. Hopefully not Hatton's prices. I do find the big box shifters, their second-hand stuff, you look at the prices and you go, really, for that? You know, it's got a buffer missing and, you know, Don Gitz is the man for ABC. Yeah. Oh, there's the link for the channel membership. Thanks, Flymo. Yeah, if you do want to become a channel member, the proceeds do go to helping looking after the layouts and buying bits and pieces for the museum. The Ginty that I'm running up and down there, that is actually purchased for the museum. That will be going onto the museum layouts. Recently, I also purchased a smoke generator for Drumbo. So now, different events and that, we can have the smoke coming out of the chimney. So yeah, any revenue this channel generates, that's where it goes. It doesn't get spent on my own stuff. It gets spent on models and layout upkeeps. I think it's somewhere around 1,500. I'm not sure if it's as much as that has been generated from channel membership, ad revenue, super chats and super thanks and that sort of thing, and PayPal donations that have gone to building the layouts of the museum. So a big thank you to everyone who watches and the channel members and the patrons as well. So Simon's got a few weeks holiday to book and thinking of booking a week off with Alexandra Palace on that date in March. Ooh. Yes, Flymo, the two-factor authentication. Yes. I didn't realize it, but you have to have an act, because obviously her phone can connect to the Wi-Fi, but you actually have to have a phone signal for it to work. Otherwise, it doesn't work. Because obviously it's sending the signal to your phone number, not to your internet connection. Yes, it's a bit of a nightmare changing routes. Yes, it is. Yes. To do Saturday as I can get a hotel booked for Friday. Great work, Mark. Well deserved. Thank you very much, Peter. Is your layout DCC or DC? My layout is a DCC. Obviously, the shuttle that's going up and down, that's just a DC shuttle. That's just for the model shop. Oh, Joshua's off. Take care, Joshua. Okay, Joshua. Well, enjoy your trip away. Yeah, Flymo's put up the merchandise there. That's their official website. So that's where we do pins and books and all sorts of stuff that we produce ourselves. So it all goes to keeping the Heritage Museum open and restoration of the stock keeps the lights on. Right, what I'll do is I will take up this camera that's on the shuttle and just give some of you guys who are new here a little look about my layout that I'm building. So if I spin it around, I'll tell you what I'll do actually is if I make that the main, there. So don't forget to hit the thumbs up for me, guys. So this is my layout that I'm building. It is 7 foot by 12 foot. It's made up of 3 4-foot sections that way, a little 2-foot section in the end, and then obviously another 3 4-foot sections that way, and a 2-foot section there. So sorry, these are 7 by 2.5 foot. It's 2 levels. So down here we have the lower level, excuse all the mess, and you'll see all the wires hanging down there to be wired up. So with a little bit of a fiddle yard on the lower level, and then we have a ramp going all the way up. So a nice gentle ramp, 2 lines, an up and a down, coming around, coming up to this level here, which will be the scenic level, which the shelf layer is sitting on. And from here, I'm hoping to have 4 loops going around. You can see here, try not to spin you around too much, you get dizzy. I've started building the first loop around, and this is about as far as I got, and that was probably about a month ago I got that far, and I haven't done anything since. And that's going to go on around to here, where there's going to be sort of a river crossing, and then back around, join up around here, and then there'll be another loop following around with some of that hidden. And there'll also be a single loop of 009 for some Donegal rolling stock. So that's a brief overview of my layout. So I'll put that back down again. So it's DCC. I use the Gauge Master Prodigy. I recently got that in the past 6 months or so. We're not even that. I got the Wi-Fi adapter with it, so I can use my tablet to connect up to it to control the trains, which is really handy. Oh, you found that Google file? Yeah, that was something I put together of, I think, news when I was doing my coach build. It was just a load of posters and newspapers and stuff like that to cut out to put on tables and stuff like that, or use as rubbish around the layout. All right, just gotta take another swig of water. I'll probably keep going to about 9 o'clock tonight, guys, because obviously Jason is wining and dining his lovely lady because it's her birthday today. So I'll keep going to 9 o'clock, if that's all right with everyone. Oh, there's Flymer now putting up my other channels. So I have an Out and About channel, or Donegal Dad Days Out and Donegal Dad Does Dinner. A bit of fun, really. Just started them. I'm not going to make a career out of YouTube. Yeah, bullseye if I get bargains at Ali Pali. When is Ali Pali on, did you say? Is it March? Okay, hi, take care. Catch you again. Yeah, so anybody's got any questions on the layout? The other layout that the trains are going around on, that's actually just a 6x4 layout that I've hooked up to my DCC system. That's just one I sort of started building for my children, and they've sort of grown up and lost interest. We use it in the museum every now and again. We take it out to shows sometimes. It's just quite a little fun layout to show what you can get in a 6x4 space. And obviously this is the shelf layout and building for Modeller's Corner in Enniskillen. Hopefully I'll have this completed by the end of the summer. Really, all that's left to be done on this now is put the signals in, build some sort of hillside tunnel here, do some scenery around it, put a couple of Hornby platforms or something in there just for a little station with a little halt. And I've got a couple of old Hornby buildings I'm going to plonk on here as well. And that'll be it more or less done. So it shouldn't take too much more work to do. But as we all know, it's not the work that needs doing, it's finding the time to do it. So the video that's out tomorrow is on these buffers. I'll move the camera down so you can see the buffers. They're just the Hornby buffers that I've painted up and weathered. And we can see I've added some extra bits to this. And then the following week, the video is about the lighting. You can see how I've put some lighting on a post here. And then normal sort of lighting in the back of the buffer. So actually, let's give you that view down there now. There's Brian. Good evening, Brian. Again, your ears must have been burning. We were talking about you. Brian, if you want to put in your a mod so you can put in the link to your train shop if you want, work away with that, sir. Oh, the throat's getting dry. Might treat myself to a hot whiskey after the stream. See if that calms the throat down. So what have you been at, Brian? Anything exciting? What about me? Was you bored? No, it came up about people getting bargains, and your name was mentioned, Brian. It was, I think, Clive and yourself were both mentioned as someone who managed to find the bargains. As I say, we'll be at the Worley show in Stafford in October. I'm looking forward to it. The next show for me will probably be, there's one in Belfast. The Ulster Club put one on in August, so I'll be heading up to that. And then we have the Enniskillen show is in September. And then it will be over to the Worley show in October. Then the end of October is the Dublin show. And then there's a small Christmas show on in Bangor, and then that's it for this year. February next year, between ourselves and the museum in Derry, we will be putting on a model show. One day it'll be in Donegal town, the next day it'll be in Derry. So we're working on that. We're looking at the second or last weekend in February to do that. We were trying to do it this year, sort of November time, but it just didn't work out because October you have Halloween and we put on events at Halloween, so does Derry, and then we're getting ready for Christmas, and we just couldn't fit it in. So we thought, let's put it off to next year and we'll do it in February. Excuse me. But it should be back now. The mic went flat, so I'm going to put that over there to put it on charge. I don't know where I got to. I was yapping away there. Peaceful, isn't it? Oh, thanks, Tom. Yeah, the Rode mic died there. So if I did it live, it would be like this. I thought I'd gone deaf. I think Mark's microphone is live. All right, where did I get to? Yeah, still live. Yeah, the mic's gone. Okay. Intermission chalk ice and cure available in the foyer. Do you remember that when you used to go to the cinema and there would be an intermission halfway through the film? I kind of remember from that when I was younger. I'm guessing the mic rode away to low battery. Oh dear. Oh, Haunted Railway, 1820. Jake, how are you doing, Jake? How are you keeping, sir? Well, that's the last of my pint of water gone. Yeah, so I'm hoping now for the next couple of weeks to crack on with a bit of work on my own layout and get that done. As I say, I've got a load of videos in the bank, so I can carry on working on my own layout and get that done. Because obviously it's just track laying and stuff like that, and I can't really keep doing videos on track laying. So I'm hoping a couple of weekends now really just get stuck into it. I got a bit more mojo back for it because you know your mojo for this hobby, it goes up and down all the time. Getting this shelf layout and doing a bit of modeling on it and doing the buffers and things like that. Painted the rails and everything on it as well, so it's restored some of my mojo, and doing a bit of work in the railway centre on bits and pieces as well. The wooden paddle tasted better than the ice cream. The carton of juice left you mega parched, yeah. Oh, you ended up with food poisoning. Sorry to hear that, Jake. Was it a dodgy kebab? Got plans for Chatham Show this Sunday, Loughborough Show in August, eyeing up the 2 Stafford shows, Worley at Stafford, and the November show in the NEC. Pizza from Asda? Really? So there's Valerie putting up about a layout they're trying to get rid of, Engage one. Valerie, if you can put up a link to your Facebook page. Glen Abbey Model Railway Club, isn't it? So anybody interested, they can contact Valerie, have a look at it. Pepperoni and Susie's with cheese. All right, okay. Okay, Andy, take care, mate. I'll catch you in the stream somewhere. So Simon's saying there'd be till the second Stafford show at the end of September, and the NE show will be both days. Loughborough will be a Saturday and the rest on Sunday. I'm sure you can buy it. My bank is very empty at the moment. Can I pay by installments? Did you get your Asda pizza from the frozen section? I quite like those Asda pizzas you get with the stuffed crust, which reminds me, I've actually got one in the freezer. If it's one of them that give you food poisoning, I might eat it. I got a barbecue chicken one and just a 4 cheese one. Oh, it's the fresh bit. They're usually quite good, those pizzas. It's just, I suppose, unfortunate, Jake, but sometimes these things happen. As long as you weren't too badly affected. It's not nice getting food poisoning, I know, because I think it's something we've all had. Right, guys, don't forget to hit the like button for me and subscribe if you're new here. Your last chance to put any questions in the chat, because I'll be finishing up now in about 5 or 6 minutes. Never tried that even. Oh, you work at Asda, do you, Simon? I worked in Asda years and years ago when I was a student. I was a cleaner in there in the evenings. I used to do 2 hours an evening cleaning. No, Valerie's not the Earn Model Railway Club. She's the Glen Abbey. It's Glen Abbey, isn't it? Oh, hang on, let me find it. Valerie will strangle me if I get it wrong. Yeah, Glen Abbey Model Railway Club. Let's see. There, I put a link up to it. I don't think your telephores are realistic. The angle of the wires between the different heights will make the birds so slightly lower poles. Yeah, they do need a bit of work. Some of them have actually sunk, so they need to be put back to the same level, and a couple of them have been snapped off. So yeah, there is a bit of work I need to do on that layout. Sort out the houses and the gardens and the poles and a few bits and pieces. Never worked in Asda, but done a lot of their distribution center refrigeration controllers. Yeah. Yeah, I've done a lot of for different, not Asda, but different companies, POS stuff, all the point of sale stuff and tills and things. And the backroom stuff. Found myself on an 8-hour split shift when I was a hygiene supervisor at Gateways. in Crieff. Couldn't get the staff. Yeah. Help pays for going around the UK. And Brian's in Birkenhead on Sunday. Yeah, I put a link up to their Facebook page, so give them a like. And I think it's the first post on there is the N-gauge layout. So any of you are interested, drop them a message. Oh, Jake's got a video coming out on Sunday. So check out Haunted Railway 1820. That's Jake. Oh, Peter's off. Yeah, I'll be dropping off now in 2 minutes. So everyone can say their goodbyes. I'll hit the end stream button at 9 o'clock. So thanks everyone for popping in and keeping me company this evening. It's great to have you guys on a Thursday evening to chat to. As I say, there's a video out tomorrow on painting buffers. And hopefully I'll be back next Thursday for another stream. I don't think there's anything else happening. But as always, you know, thanks for coming in, guys. I do enjoy doing these streams on Thursdays and having a regular old chin wag with you guys. Oh, there, Flymo's put up Jake's channel, so click on that link, give him a sub. So start bringing it to an end now. So as always, thanks guys for tuning in. Hit the like button for me. Subscribe if you're new here. Check out my community posts for my monthly video series. Mav put in a question to me about DCC. I've done that video today, so that'll be going out in a couple of weeks. So I'm going to do that once a month, do sort of a question and answer video. If you've got some questions on a particular aspect of model railways that I can answer, I'll do a video on it. Because quite often I get questions in the comments of my videos and everything, and sometimes instead of typing out a big long-winded reply, it's easier just to do a video on it so you can show someone. So that's what I'm going to be doing. So there we are, guys. It's 9 o'clock. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. I'll catch you all next week, hopefully. And I'll see you around another stream. So take care, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. Bye for now.